where you can get these foods into your body on a daily, consistent basis, because it's really the consistency that is key. And so this is our cornerstone package. This is what we recommend. Everyone comes in on. Of course, Biometric is right there in the package, and it helps you lose unhealthy habits while forming healthy habits. And please drop a note in the chat if you've done a ULT, if you've done a lifestyle transformation and you've done the 90-day way and amazing things have happened for you. Drop a little note in the chat so people that are hearing about us for the first time can just really truly see the power of a ULT. Dave, anything you would like to share about a ULT?
The truth of the matter is that in today's world, people really need what we have. I can't even explain how bad they need what we have, because they're surrounded by different types of pollution, whether it be noise pollution, light pollution, whether it be, electrical outlets or to their devices, whether it be, honestly, the white noise that keeps them from sleeping, deep enough at night. Think about it. How many of you right now are trading your real dream for a quality of life for just time? And we want to offer you an alternative to that. Most of the people I know that are really succeeding at Purium, they don't work more than 4 hours a day. And if they do, it's probably because they're just having fun. I mean, really having fun with people that they, admire, enjoy the company, and they're doing something. Like this past weekend, it's not really work. And so, I want you to tap into freedom, the type of freedom we talk about. America as being a land of freedom. Well, is it really, when most people are busy most of their day and they're literally caught in the matrix and they're barely getting by? Now, Amy has some statistic that she's going to share about where people are at with their health, where people are at with their financial health. And most of you are going to be able to relate to that, or a lot of people who could relate to that. And then you talk to people who are at Purium. And I want to share one last thought. I know it's a long thought, but stick with me here. We have some people at Purium who have made $250,000 in the last year or less. We have some people at Purium who have made $250,000 in the last 10 or 15 years. And do you know that each of those people contributed to their family in an equally important way based upon where they were in their life, what they needed to achieve their goals in life or their needs in life? And they put in the amount of energy they needed to get out the amount of financial freedom that was required for them to get through that time in their life, whether it was financial bills or a need for, location freedom for their spouse, whatever it might be. So this is a company that gives you back what you put in. And again, sorry for the long-winded contribution, but I want people who are considering Purium as not just a lifestyle, but also as their primary income source at some point, to know that that is possible.
It absolutely is possible, because again, we don't just help people physically, we help people emotionally through financial wealth, through this community. And our next guest is Ian Hoseen. He has an incredible story. Ian, do we have you here?
I'm here.
Awesome. Let me find you. Where is there's Ian? Let me see if I can get you pinned here. Perfect.
All right. I can see Ian.
Yes. So Ian, tell us what has changed. Ian and his wife Nicole are crowns with the company. They are brand partner of the year. They have gone and they have shared the ULT and this program far and wide. So tell us, how have things changed for you, Ian, since deeply leaning in with Purium?
So two things have changed. I have a new path to my career involving Purium. I also have a little bit of a new wife. Well, let me explain that because the real transformation came from seeing my wife on the UL team. And a lot of the things that she struggled with, psoriatic arthritis, weight loss, migraines, a lot of these things just go away when she earnestly tried many other things, and just seeing her transformation and just seeing how the products helped her really was what kind of set it off for me to realize that this is something that really aligns with me, and I need to start giving to my clients and followers in my community. But really what transferred me or made me build the business was just the need to be with my family. Again, similar to other people, I had a great career. I was an associate professor, tenured professor at Syracuse University, dream job, job for life. But there was a problem. I wasn't with my family. They were living in Florida and I was in New York. I have a son on the spectrum. He costs, the costs to keep him supported and functional costs tens of thousands of dollars, which my professor salary couldn't keep up with. And again, as a professor, it's great, but there's limitations to growth. Purium, I can honestly say, in the business that I built with my wife after her transformation, gave me the financial confidence to make the leap I knew what I wanted to make, to leave that job, say goodbye to it, end that chapter, and begin a new chapter with my family and with this Purium business as being our financial stability. And to be honest, something that I really enjoy, because the same transformation that led me to Purium is the one that I can share now with my friends and my family and my community. So I'm here now with my family because of this Purium business. And if I can do it, anybody else can.
I love
Well,
that.
Ian, congratulations. Syracuse is a really, really prestigious, university. I know that they were blessed to have you, and probably pretty sorry to lose you. But we are really proud that you are part of our family, our community, and one of our leaders. The great job that you've been doing, and your son is just a beautiful, beautiful to be in his life. I can't wait to get to know him better. And again, congratulations on being our, I forget the name of the thing, but you are I think, top performer. Yeah, top performer, brand partner of the year. Congratulations.
Amazing. And thank you so much for being here and sharing with us today. So, I have a question for those that are hearing about Purium for the very first time. And like I said, we meet you where you are. How much extra money do you need to make each month to change your life? Is it 200? Is it 400? Is it 1,000? Is it 4,000? Do you want to get those products paid for to change your health? Do you want to make a car payment, a house payment, solid, steady stream of income, or like Ian and Nicole, replacing full time income? Well, your upline leader, the person introducing you to Purium, can make a plan to help you get where you want to go. And so, what is time freedom? And what is location freedom? And what does it mean to be free of debt? Well, those are questions that so many people here at Purium are getting to experience the realities of those. Day in, day out, working from the beach, working from out of country on vacation, paying off credit card debt that they were just not sure how they were ever going to get out from under. Well, those are dreams and those are realities that are happening every day for people leaning into Purium. The beautiful thing about this Purium economy is that everybody wins. Our success is tied to improving other people's lives. And so when Carolina or Ian help someone on their team win, they are winning even more. And so that's how this works here at Purium is you get to lean into leadership, you get to feel what it's like to inspire someone and be that catalyst, and sometimes even see something in someone that they may not see in themselves, and to bring that out, to bring that out in someone and see them succeed and maybe step into leadership or maybe do some public speaking that they never thought that they could before, that is truly meaningful. So there's monetary wins and there's so much more. So the next leader that I would love to bring on and welcome is 5-star crown Melissa Hansen. She is our top income earner this year. She is amazing. Her and her husband run this their business together. Please welcome 5-star crown Melissa Hansen. Melissa, did I get you unmuted?
Thank you, Amy, so much for the introduction. Thank you so much for this business opportunity. It has truly been a dream. So quick backstory. I did massage therapy for 20 years. My husband was an electrical contractor. He had his own business, and we loved what we did, but we didn't have anything that paid us residually. So even though we wanted to travel the world for an extended period of time, it just wasn't realistic until we found this beautiful business. And a complete stranger reached out to me through Instagram, believe it or not. And she shared this with me, and nothing's been the same. Now we're the best of friends, Sonia Magruder. And she said, you don't have to have any special degrees. You don't have to have any certifications. You just have to be coachable, and you have to love helping people. And I do love helping people. And when she told me her story and what she was able to accomplish as a realtor, I thought, well, I can do the same. I'm a massage therapist. I love helping people. It's been a dream come true. With maybe a year into the business, now maybe 2 years into the business, I was able to completely retire my husband, which I could never have done on a massage therapy income, right? It's allowed us to recently buy a place in Greece, thanks to this business, which gives us the flexibility and the visa to travel whenever we want. It gives me a deep, deep satisfaction that we're changing lives for the better. And I love helping people build this business. I also want to say that maybe 6 months into the business, I found out that my mom had really, really intense invasive stage 4 cancer all over her body. And because of this business, I was able to just get on a plane, fly across the country, and be there with her in Boston, be there by her side every step of the way through her journey. And I got to be by her side the last 3 years of her life. And she had a quality of life where we were going to the beach together, we were cooking together, watching movies together, doing all the things you want to do with your best friend. And it makes me really sad in my heart when people don't have that freedom. They don't have that flexibility to be with a family member, a best friend, when they need them the most. This gave me that freedom. And I am eternally grateful to you, Amy and Dave, for providing this for us. I would truly feel guilty not sharing this with everybody. It's too good. So we're incredibly grateful. There are no words to express our gratitude. The best thing we can do, honestly, is pay it forward and help others. Thank you, Amy.
I love that. Thank you so much, Melissa. And Melissa is at the top of our pay plan, and she is also winning and at the top of the leaderboard of out there sharing and bringing in new brand partners and ULTs all at the same time. So thank you so much, Melissa. So literally 95% of people do not need a doctor, a drug, or a treatment. They need the Purium lifestyle. Dave, I know that slide says a lot. Would you like to expand on that?
Did you hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Okay, great. Yeah, the truth of the matter is that if you could look in the lines at the drugstore, at the pharmacy, look at the people waiting on chairs to get in to see their doctor. If you could have just got to them a few years earlier, you could have changed their destiny. What we call epigenetics. We talked a lot about it this past weekend. Some are looking at it and, excuse me, that wasn't me. That was my daughter letting air out of a balloon. Please stop. So anyhow, what we're talking about is the ability to change your destiny and to change your epigenetic destiny, your biological destiny. And when we talk about, these people, the 95%, really only 5% of diseases caused by some, really serious genetic predisposition. And the rest of these diseases are mostly caused by our lifestyle. Most death is caused by heart disease, by stroke, by cancer. And it's exposure to chemicals, and it is lifestyle that contributes greatly to all three of those leading causes. So Purium is in the business of changing people's biological destiny, their biological outcome. And if you could change the last 10 years of anybody's life, then you're changing really something that is predestined for most people because of the first 60, 70, or 80 years of their life. So Amy, I want to thank you for being on this journey with me, for believing in this, in this thing that we call Purium long before it was accepted, long before the world understood. But now the world is ready, whether they're calling it biohacking, as we know, but we're the nutritional biohackers, and we always have been.
Absolutely, absolutely. And here's another statistic. 80% are not able to pay their bills and are worried about their debt. They need the Purium economy. We have solutions for financial health as well. Next time, we'll see if Ariel can come on and share her story of getting out of $30,000 of credit card debt where the interest was crushing her. Well, she talked about that last year at our convention, how she'd been able to pay off half. And just a few short months later, the debt was gone. The debt was gone. And so not only was the debt gone, but the pressure, the stress, the weight was gone by hitting those financial goals with her Purium business. So we need you and the world needs us. It is that simple. Together we can rise economically as we improve people's lives physically, mentally, and emotionally. You can experience the time freedom, location freedom, and the economic freedom that you deserve. And so I invite you, join us, join Dave and I, join these leaders, Carolina, Ian, Melissa, all the leaders here, join us to build this army of caring individuals who will rise together in this new incredible economy. So I invite you to say yes to that lifestyle that you desire, whether it's being home and not having to worry about getting up and going to work at a certain time when you're pregnant, whether it's being home with your wife and your children and not living out of state to have your dream job, whether it's being able to spend time with a loved one near their end of life. These are just 3 stories. There's hundreds and there's thousands of stories how Purium brand partners they've said yes, they've leaned in, and things that they didn't think possible are now possible. So if you are ready to take control of your health, if you're ready to take control of your financial future, get back to that person who invited you on to this Zoom. They hand selected you to get into business together. It is truly a gift that they are giving you. So get back to that person who invited you on to this Zoom. They can help you go to puriumenrollment.com and join us today. We just had a convention. We had a family reunion. It was electric having hundreds of the Purium family together in the same room. And we need more brand partners to share this message. So please get back to that person who invited you onto this Zoom. Say yes, and I cannot wait to meet you and to celebrate your future success. Now, Dave, I will pass it to you for the last words here as we wrap up this Zoom here today.
All right, rapid fire. There's 3 reasons we're going to help you to feel better. 1, because serotonin's released from the lining of your stomach. We're going to repair that. Number 2, because everybody feels better when they're out of financial freedom. And number 3, you're going to have control of your schedule. You're going to be able to be with your family. You're going to be able to be with your friends. So you've got a lot of reasons why you're going to have a better life when you join the Purium lifestyle in our community. And those are just a few. Amy, great job tonight for the over 400 people who gave us part of their time, part of their life. We appreciate you. And we hope that we'll be able to repay that for what you've learned tonight.
Wonderful. Well, thank you everyone so much for joining on with us. We have education all week at the same Zoom, same time, same place. We cannot wait to welcome you into the Purium family and to be with you again. Until then, be healthy, be safe, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.